So, welcome back to the last in our series on how Policy Express can help you manage your policies through the full policy management lifecycle. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be looking at the center of the policy lifecycle, which is Monitor. So, Monitor gives us the ability to both track what's happening with our policies, but also in terms of approvals, attestations, or acknowledgements, as well as feedback. So, let's go and see what this looks like in our demo environment. So I've come into our demo environment, and in my menu here, I've got under reporting, I've got a dashboard. So our dashboard is loaded, and what you'll notice here, and I'm just going to go full screen, is it looks like a Power BI chart because actually that's what it is. We're still in SharePoint, but we've embedded this Power BI chart within there. Now, I'm going to take you through some of the reports you can see here, but because all our data is coming from SharePoint, you can create your own reports if you are proficient in Power BI. So these charts are great for a high-level view, but often people, when they look at the data, say, actually, I want to see what's behind here. What are these two documents behind finance? So I can click on finance, and that's actually going to change the rest of the charts to reflect the filter of finance. But also, I can then drill through and click on the published documents, and it's going to bring me those two documents in finance. What it's also done is highlighted here that the review date has passed, and so it's overdue. So if I was having a meeting with that particular team, I could go and do that. The next chart I have is document approvals here. So quite a lot of data here, but it's showing us where each document is in terms of the approval status. Most are published, but we've got a few in the approval process here. So you can see that when a document starts the approval process again, that is going to be updated in the publishing stage. And on the right-hand side, we've got more of that audit trail data. Document acknowledgement, that reflects what we're pushing out to individuals for them to sign. As you can see, there's a mix of acknowledged and pending. Really, if I'm managing by exception, and that's really what these reports have to help you do, is I want to look at pending. So I can click on this chart here, and on this side is the pending side. So I just tap that. And here we go. I can now focus on these people. And I've noticed that both Rupert, myself, and Chloe have some work to do here. So I can go and then chase those people. The next chart I have is document feedback. So this is the all-up view of all the feedback. If you go in as an individual user, you can pull back the feedback related to you and the policies that you're owner of. So you've certainly got that capability as well. The last report which we have on here is around orphaned documents. So an orphaned document is one where a document or a policy doesn't have an owner, or maybe that owner has left the organization and the license has been removed, and therefore we need to go and find a new owner for these policies before that review date happens. What we've seen in a lot of organizations is the review happens, but no one's there to kick it off, and then people are chasing around to find who should do it, often when that document's expired. So we have all of these reports wrapped into the Policy Express solution. Let's summarize what we've seen here. So we saw three key things here. Firstly, we saw that aggregated data view within that Power BI chart and the ability to filter on departments in that case, but there's other filters available. And then we could drill down to the underlying evidence which creates those charts. So when questions are asked, you've got the answers. The second thing is we were able to track the status of how approvals and attestations were going through that workflow process. And then the final piece is to be most efficient with your time, we're going to focus on exception management. So how can I find things which aren't right with our policies, the feedback? How can I find policy about owners, so those orphan policies? And how can I be on top of those review dates before it happens? So that wraps up our explainer on Policy Express and on the review stage. If you haven't seen the rest of the videos, I'd go and recommend it. I think you'll find them very valuable. Thank you.